Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And before we get to sports, Rick checked in from Piatone and said, congrats on The Rock messaging you. John Cusack still has you blocked on Twitter, though.
Facts.
That's very factual. And
We'll work on him next. Is there any products you can take John Cusack in?
I wonder if he has any products. He has a lot of great movies. I love all his movies. High Fidelity, Say Anything. Case will review those someday, and then we can go. Maybe that'll be my way into John Cusack.
Hopefully I like the movies.
Well, I think you would. But coming up in 10 minutes, by the way, we have for Rick and Piatone, remember this, tickets for Q101's Twisted Christmas Night 4 with Bush. That's in Clash with Kenzie. Compete in trivia for those.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, how about this? The Bulls were on regular TV last night. Regular old TV. Black and white. Had to put the antenna up, the old school antenna, not this
You
new
watched it
HD
black
antenna.
and white?
Yeah, it was black and white.
Gonna bring back memories.
A lot of memories of the old, watching the Bulls games back in the day. I remember when Wilt Chamberlain came to town for the game. It was great.
Him and Artis Gilmore, what a combo.
Oh, he had great burns.
That's right.
Artis Gilmore. If you ever seen Artis Gilmore, Kenzie?
Great burns, like sideburns?
Yeah, look up Artis Gilmore for a second.
Artis Gilmore. I thought you were saying the artist Gilmore.
The artist formerly known as Gilmore.
A singer I don't know about.
Now, the problem was they were on TV, and Giannis dropped 41. Zach LaVine had 27. They lose. Tomorrow, the in-season tournament tomorrow continues with the Hawks at the Madhouse. So, very exciting. But they lost, but at least everybody could see them. There was no complaints on the Chicago Sports Network side there.
That's
very,
nice.
Very quiet on the negotiations now. I don't think anything's going to happen the rest of the year. Do you?
No, it's a Cold War where everybody loses.
Yeah, they've all huddled in. They're in their bunkers, and no one's going to give. Comcast is not going to give. Chicago Sports Network is not going to give. And I think the odds of seeing the White Sox, because we've got the Bulls and, of course, the Blackhawks right now, the odds of seeing the White Sox on one of those places like YouTube TV and Xfinity are probably nil, right?
No, not good. You know, those convenient places. I understand, again, we all understand the antenna, it's free, it's great. When the antenna doesn't pick up the channel, though, it creates a bit of an issue, and that's where we're all living, everybody on this show right now.
By the way, not free, negative $80 right now on antennas, and I still don't have the channel. So this whole it's free thing, it's not.
Yep, the comment section.
Negative 80.
The comment section bullied Kenzie and getting a nicer one.
Get a nicer one. Be cheap, get a nicer one.
Let's get a nicer antenna.
I mean, you get a nicer antenna. I did.
And it still didn't work.
It doesn't work.
And she knows what the Sears Tower is, unlike Case.
I connected to Rockford and to downtown.
You know, that was awesome last night, turning on ESPN and not having to be concerned about where the Sears Tower was in relation to my television.
Just one less thing to worry about in the middle of the night.
I know. There's 82 games in a season. Imagine if I could do this for all 82.
I got to worry about how to make a green bean casserole, not to find the Sears Tower with my antenna. Okay, Chicago Bears are going to wear special uniforms against the Vikings. Hopefully they're winning uniforms. That would be nice.
Hey-oh.
Mm-hmm. And also in the uniform world is the Blackhawks for the Winter Classic. It's always cooler when the hockey jerseys come out as far as making a special jersey, and they are badass looking. By the way, first off, Kenzie, have you seen Artis Gilmore's sideburns yet?
Yeah, no, I saw him. But is he still alive?
I think he passed.
I think he passed last year.
Yeah, really recently, I think.
Okay, because he looks really familiar.
Oh, no, he is alive.
I'm sorry, Artis Gilmore. I'm so sorry.
And I'm talking about, like the current pictures. I'm like, God, this guy looks familiar. I feel like I met him and didn't realize who it was. Or I thought he was the artist named Gilmore.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
There's some stain for Artis Gilmore. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And 312-591-8300. Call right now to compete against Kenzie in trivia for your chance to get the Twisted Night 4. Twisted Christmas Night 4 is Bush, Bishop Briggs, and Palais Royale. And you can be there because that's the party night. It's under a month away. You've got Cage the Elephant. You've got All-American Rejects. You've got the Smashing Pumpkins as the headliners, as well as some incredible undercard bands. And then Bush on Night 4. 312-591-8300. Call right now to compete against Kenzie. And while you're waiting, let's give a nice little birthday shout out. Giovanni texted in from Hyde Park. Ahoy, morning guys. Can I get a birthday shout out? It was yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to be in the car much, LOL.
Aw, happy belated.
Happy
Giovanni. Mwah.
Giovanni.
Beautiful.
Hope you're a little hungover, bro. Hope you had a good birthday.
Yeah.
Not that has to be a good birthday, but it's nice.
I know, exactly. You could have just had, awesome food. I'm one of those people who I'd rather just eat good food on my birthday. I want a nice chair, Be like a big burrito, a Susie O baby.
You want a burrito chair?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I picture like for some reason that's a beanbag
Well, I
chair.
have my burrito blanket I'm sitting on right
Yeah.
now.
Burritos sound good. Listen, get one before you get on the roads because some traffic problems are sketchy right now. We'll get to that in about 60 seconds.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
So yeah, I believe new music from 21 Pilots tomorrow here with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Just, that's the rumor on the internet. So make sure you're here tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. we start the show.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin. Q101.
And battling for Q101 Twisted Christmas Night 4 tickets with Bush, Bishop Briggs, and Palais Royale at the Aragon. That's Friday, December 13th. It's the Friday after 4 nights of partying. That's the night you want to be at. Sponsored by Heineken Silver, Byline Bank, Boost Mobile, and White Claw Hard Seltzer. I'll be drinking 2 of our sponsors heavily that evening.
That's nice.
Responsibly, of course.
Of course.
Responsibly. And Daniel is competing for the tickets from Lake Zurich. Daniel, ahoy, tell us something about yourself.
Ahoy, my name's Daniel. I work for Pfizer.
Oh, wow. Right on.
Oh, good for you.
Got all that good in your medicine cabinet, right? If I know what I'm saying.
Yeah, sure.
Responsibly. Are you trying to get him to lose his job on the radio? Hey, you abuse your job in prescription drugs?
It was a heavy accusation.
Yeah, that's kind
Hey.
of bad.
Back in the day, I stole CDs from our Q101 prize closet. Why can't he take something
Totally
home from work?
different.
It's the same thing. All right, man, here we go. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully, Daniel. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same to you. Call heads or tails, Daniel.
Heads.
It's heads. All right, Daniel. Question number 1. In the medical field, actually, what general color does skin turn as a result of jaundice?
Yellow.
Yellow is right. David's on the
Give him a
board.
Daniel's on the
medical
board, too.
question.
What's that,
It's
Case?
Daniel, not David.
What did I say? Daniel. I'm sorry. Daniel. All right. Now to Kenzie. Is it Kenzie?
It is Kenzie.
All right.
Starts with a K.
Kenzie, which U.S. city's signature dish is chili over spaghetti with cheese?
Oh, Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. Have you ever had the
Yes.
three-way?
Absolutely. Well, wait, hold on. Have I ever had a 3-way, or are you asking me if I've ever had the chili?
The three-way. They call it three-way chili.
Okay, I've had that, and that's all I'm going to say.
Well, now what about the other?
No, that's a completely. If it comes up in a question, we'll talk about it.
Question number 3, we're actually going back to Kenzie. Have you had a threesome?
No, it's only fair if it comes up in a question.
Are you familiar with the term menage a trois?
What did Ja Rule say in the first Fast and Furious?
Menage!
Unbelievable.
Too bad he lost that race.
It's such a shame.
Because it was Monica, and then Monica's friend in Fast and
Yeah.
Furious, the first movie.
And then Monica's friend.
Yeah, she goes, if you win, in Fast and Furious 1, she goes, if you win, you got me already, baby. But if you got me already, but if you win, you get me and her. And then her friend just kind of waves over at her from the side.
And then he lost.
He lost. That's
a
why
bummer.
once Paul Walker passed him, he yells, Menage! Because he's going to lose.
Oh my
Just
god.
think about that Menage.
I was less sad when Jenny died in Forrest Gump. Seeing Ja Rule lose that drag race is the saddest moment in movie history.
Well, Jenny
Yeah.
was a bitch.
I know. Well,
so
separate
nobody was
conversation.
sad. I bet he has a job to get to though because he works for Pfizer. I feel like we should, you know what I mean, ask him questions.
Oh, yeah, Daniel.
You don't got all day, Daniel? Is that what you're trying to say?
I mean, I'm just sitting on the side of a road.
He's all right, Kenzie.
Oh, it's fine. You know what? F it. We'll come back around 10.
All right, it's 1-1 back to Daniel.
Daniel, what NFL team has a color in their name? 3, 2, 1.
I don't know.
Okay. Kenzie, what NFL team has a color in their name?
Green Bay Packers?
No, that's not their team name.
That is.
Well, it is. It's the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah,
but
but the Green Bay's the city.
yeah, this is tough because the answer was Cleveland Browns. But she's not 100% wrong.
You want to overrule me?
I'm
Give
going
her
to
the point? All right.
overrule her because green is in the Green Bay Packers. It's a tough one there.
Okay.
I was looking for Cleveland Browns.
Oh.
I'm going to give Kenzie the point there. Sorry, David.
Daniel, too.
Daniel, good
Daniel.
Yikes.
I have Daniel written right in front of me.
And you remember all the scenes from The Fast and the Furious, but not Daniel.
You did an entire 5-minute scene as a one-man band, and you can't remember Daniel.
Oh, boy.
It's 2-1. It's back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, staying with sports, how many games does an NFL team play in a regular season?
Oh, not a lot.
Wow.
What? Why'd you look at me like that?
Just
Well, it's not many.
in comparison to all the other sports.
It's under a legal adult. 17?
It is 17.
Wow.
It's an 18-week season with 17 games.
That's how I associate things. Is that weird?
That is really weird.
I know, sorry.
Goes back to the Menage a Trois question.
3-1 back to Daniel.
Daniel, at 8 p.m. in Miami, what time is it in Boston?
8.
Hey, it's right, Daniel. There you go.
No, I hate time zones. I don't even know where we are.
How could you hate time zones?
I hate them.
You're just looking for something to hate if you hate time
it
zones.
bothers me. I don't know.
You need stuff off your list of hate and
No,
bothers you.
no,
Yes,
it
you
bothers
do.
me.
Take it off the list.
I was like, how am I supposed to know? I'm always like, Chicago time. This is what I tell people.
Time zones are fine.
No.
It's okay.
It's a pain in the ass.
Back to Kenzie.
That's right. 3-2.
Kenzie, what type of food does Ben Stiller's character have a poor reaction to in Along Came Polly?
Indian.
Indian food, which is a great series of scenes after that. I'm not going to do those, though.
Oh, thank you. You're like, back to David.
Back to David.
Daniel.
Daniel! I wrote
Oh my
down. Why'd you mess with me on that?
That was a joke.
So, Mike. So, Daniel, here we go. Which character in 8 Mile shot himself in the leg? 3.
Bob.
Can we get more specific on Bob?
Drunk Bob.
I needed the full name on
needed
that,
the full
right?
name, yeah.
We really need the full name on that one. And
Cheddar Bob.
It's Cheddar Bob.
Oh, come on.
I know. But you know what? I'm going to give you the tickets because that was full of controversy with the Green Bay Packers-Browns question. And even though you got trounced, I'm still going to give you the tickets to Twisted.
You're like, David, you're going to twist it.
There was a lot of side notes in there, and it was and you're just sitting there in your car going to work at Pfizer, and we're going to give you the tickets anyway, okay?
All right, thank you.
You're
All right,
welcome.
you're welcome, buddy. Thank you for sticking through that. Now I'm going to continue on with Fast and Furious 1 and what happens
Okay, no.
after the race there. No. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Now, remember, if you like free stuff, half hour away, 8 o'clock, My Chemical Romance at Soldier Field. The song Scramble is ready to go. We'll have that for you. In the meantime, it's Bad Omens.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. As we said at 8 o'clock today, My Chemical Romance, Soldier Field, sold out. The entire tour is sold out. All stadiums across the country sold out. You will be there at 8. We have a song scramble ready to go. I think today is easier than I thought. It's not as hard as Mondays. And
Well, it's super easy when you make it no.
well, I can take a step back and listen to it and go, can our listeners get this? And
Right.
again, today, like the other day, some of My Chemical Romance's songs sound the same forward and backwards. So I'm saying that be here at 8 for your chance and try to break our phone lines again with the amount of people calling in to win those highly sought after tickets. We're setting you up completely for 2025 with Lincoln Park. Ticket puts Thursday at 8:20. All these amazing shows we're going to get you and have some great music experiences. So why not paying it forward a little bit? All these free tickets you're going to get. Well, how about taking just a little bit of money you might spend on a ticket and use it for God Bless the Gravy, our 4th annual food drive in full effect. 73,293 meals have been raised through you. That's incredible.
That's amazing.
It humbles me every night when I look at the total before I go to bed every night. And your donations help. You just text GRAVY to 312-591-8300 and you get a link back, or you can go to Q101.com. And I really want to say something. ACDC Closets, Adam, our great friend who last year donated so much of his own, and also he's doing it this year as well, and actually recommending other businesses to donate. And he also did Kenzie's Closet at her house.
Hell yeah.
He's incredible.
He's the best. Closet's still standing, baby.
Still standing.
Looks good.
And he sent me a message last night, a DM, saying, I'm trying to think out of the box to help out even more with God Bless the Gravy, and that people can donate on behalf of a small business, because a lot of small businesses out there, they're starting out. They can't afford to donate right now, possibly. So if you like a business and you want to donate for it, we'll give those shout outs too. Why not?
Absolutely, yeah. Like, say your friend's small business, you kind of want to surprise them, give them like this mini commercial or something.
Yeah.
Maybe some ladies whipping up some amazing sourdough bread in your neighborhood and you want them talked about. I don't know.
Sourdough
Here
bread
I am
sounds
for
good.
you.
Yeah. That sounds great. And we had donations like from the band The Tragedies. Michael checked in. He donated. Also, South Suburban Special Recreation Association has programs for children and adults with disabilities or special needs. They offer in-person and virtual programs and special events, and they donated as well. That's pretty awesome. It's sssra.org to look at more information of stuff that they got going on.
Cool.
Also, this woman named Desiree shouted out her sister Maria for some pastries she makes, Maria's Pastries. Place the orders for the holidays. On IG, it is at Maria's_pastries.
This is awesome.
Find it there. It's in Burbank.
Hell yeah.
And if I miss somebody, we have more people. We have a lot of businesses that have checked in and donated. We appreciate you. Whatever you can do. Maybe you have $1,000 laying around. We're trying to get to 101,000 meals by a week from Tuesday, Giving Tuesday.
Okay, so how far away are we from that goal?
So right now we are at 73,000 meals, meaning $1 equals 3 meals. We're at 24,431. So we need about 9,000 more dollars.
We need about 9,000 more dollars. And you know what I really loved last week is that we had businesses that were matching each other. So somebody donated 400, then they would donate 400. And that was a really nice thing to get going. So, and it doesn't have to be that much, or it could be even more, like however you're doing. But that's a good way, because if you're about to donate, you know, if you donate, it's also going to bring in double. I feel like that helps motivate you. Like, this is the time to do it.
Absolutely.
So I love that. If there's a business that's feeling that, again, you can pick your donation amount. But if you're willing to be like, hey, if someone else does this, I'll match it, and we can kick off the matching spree, that was super kick-ass.
It was. And it also, you know, had us raising the rankings of the Greater Chicago Food Depository, which, by the way, when you're a Greater Chicago Food Depository, no matter where you hear our voice, it could be 90 miles away, they help. They distribute food to 300 food banks in the area. So wherever you hear our voice, whether you're on the Q101 app or you're listening over the old-fashioned radio in your car, you are helping somebody. You are saving lives.
Yes.
So please donate whatever you can. And I love the businesses. Listen, you're listening for a tax write-off. You want to pay it forward and feel good going into the holidays. Please help out. Q101.com or text GRAVY to 312-591-8300.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.